Breaking right now in NASCAR. One driver's dream just exploded into reality, while another top contender faces a sudden career-threatening setback. And a championship team is reeling after a pit lane disaster that could cost them big at Phoenix. Three massive stories, all colliding in just 1 week, and each one could change the shape of the 2026 season. You do not want to miss this. Welcome to NASCAR Nation Report, where we break down the biggest headlines faster than a pit stop. Today, we're diving into the moments that are shaking the sport to its core. From surprise debuts to health crises and team chaos, the drama isn't on the track, it's happening right now behind the scenes. Let's get into it. First up, a story that nobody saw coming. Garrett Mitchell, better known to millions as Cletus McFarland, is about to make a major leap into the NASCAR world. And he's not just driving any car, he's joining the legendary Richard Childress Racing. His debut comes April 4th at Rockingham, piloting the number 33 Chevrolet, sponsored by Tommy's Express. Cletus has been dominating YouTube for over a decade, with jaw-dropping car builds, drag racing stunts, and a fan base of over 4.6 million subscribers. But the jump to NASCAR isn't just for clout, this is serious racing. Earlier this year, he made his Truck Series debut at Daytona. He ran inside the top 10 early, before a crash ended his day in 37th. It was messy, but it proved he belongs on the radar. Now RCR is giving him a part-time contract for 3 races, with the chance to expand if he proves himself. Cletus has called it a dream come true, emphasizing the mentorship from Richard Childress and his team. But there's an emotional weight here too. Cletus has dedicated this opportunity to his late friend Greg Biffle, whose tragic death in 2025 left a hole in the racing community. From a NASCAR perspective, this is fascinating. YouTube stars entering the sport bring massive audiences, new sponsors, and a fresh energy. But the question remains, can Cletus turn his online fame into on-track results? Rockingham will be the first test, and every eye in NASCAR will be watching. Now the second story hits a lot closer to the Cup Series championship picture. Alex Bowman, driver of the number 48 Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports, will miss this weekend's race at Phoenix Raceway. The reason? Vertigo. Symptoms began last weekend at Circuit of the Americas, forcing him to exit mid-race on lap 71. Despite medical evaluations, including road tests on a Concord street course, Bowman hasn't been cleared to race. Anthony Alfredo will step into the 48 car, a familiar face to the team, but still a disruption to Hendrick's plans. This is a major blow. Bowman is from Tucson, Arizona. Phoenix is essentially a home track, a place where every lap counts in championship points. With Bowman currently 36th in standings, missing another race adds pressure. Hendrick Motorsports is requesting a medical waiver so he can stay championship eligible. But the disruption cannot be understated. From an analytical standpoint, losing Bowman affects not only points, but strategy. The 48 team has been refining setups and pit cycles all season, swapping drivers' last-minute forces, adjustments in telemetry, communications, and in-race decision-making. It's a domino effect that could impact Hendrick's early season momentum. The third headline: chaos for Trackhouse Racing. Ross Chastain's team is reeling after a pit road disaster at Circuit of the Americas. During lap 75, a loose right rear wheel triggered a severe penalty, dropping Chastain to 35th. NASCAR has suspended 2 crew members, rear tire changer Kenneth Pasega and jackman Josh Appleby, for the next 2 races. The timing couldn't be worse. Phoenix is coming up, the 3rd race of the season, and this team relies on flawless pit stops for strategy. Losing 2 critical crew members could cost them laps, points, and potentially a playoff shot. Trackhouse now faces the challenge of adapting its pit rotation under extreme pressure, where one mistake could be devastating. From an expert perspective, the stakes are huge. Early season points are vital in Cup racing. A single error in Phoenix could ripple through the rest of the season, especially for a team with championship aspirations. When you connect the dots, these three stories tell the same story. NASCAR is unpredictable, brutal, and utterly fascinating. A social media star is stepping into the sport's elite ranks. A top driver is suddenly sidelined by health concerns. And a championship-caliber team is scrambling after a pit lane nightmare. Each moment reminds us of the razor-thin line between triumph and disaster in NASCAR. One week, a driver's dream comes alive. The next, a veteran faces uncertainty. The sport demands speed, precision, and resilience, not just on the track, but behind the scenes. Here's the truth. NASCAR isn't just a sport, it's a high-stakes drama, and right now, it's playing out live. Cletus McFarland has the chance to shock the world. Alex Bowman's health will test his grit. Trackhouse racing will need every ounce of teamwork and focus to survive Phoenix. The question isn't just who will win on Sunday, it's who will rise from the chaos and who will crumble. If you love breaking news, driver drama, and the inside story of NASCAR, hit that like button, subscribe, and join the conversation. Tell us in the comments which of these stories will define the 2026 season. Because trust me, this week is just the beginning. Opens with a high-stakes, emotional hook, flows with escalating tension from story to story, adds professional analysis on performance, strategy, and standings, uses punchy cinematic language with natural cliffhangers, ends on a dramatic, emotional note with a strong call to action. If you want, I can also create a YouTube-ready version with timestamps, B-roll cues, and cut points to maximize engagement and retention. It'll read like a full production script, ready to shoot. Do you want me to do that next?